What if the way one woman appeared on television didn't just reflect fashion, but quietly reshaped how millions of people thought about independence, confidence, and identity? And what if decades later, her image was still being reduced to a few search keywords, while the real story behind her influence was far more powerful than anything people typed into a search bar? That's where the story of Mary Tyler Moore begins, not as a collection of outfit labels or fleeting visuals, but as a cultural shift that unfolded in front of the world. You might remember her smile first, that bright, almost defiant optimism that seemed to say everything would be okay even when life wasn't. Before she became a symbol of modern womanhood, she was just a young performer trying to break through in an industry that didn't yet know what to do with women who weren't background characters. Early television often boxed women into fixed roles, but Mary carried something different in her presence, an energy that felt quietly revolutionary. When she stepped into the Dick Van Dyke Show, audiences saw charm and timing, but behind the scenes, something more important was happening. She was learning how to balance vulnerability with strength in a way that felt real, not scripted. And then came the Mary Tyler Moore Show, the moment everything changed. A single woman in a big city, building a career, laughing through setbacks, refusing to be defined by whether or not she had a husband. For the 1970s, that wasn't just entertainment. It was a mirror held up to a changing world. Her style became part of that message. The tailored coats, the clean silhouettes, the miniskirt era fashion, the tights and structured looks that defined a generation of television aesthetics. All of it wasn't just wardrobe. It was visual storytelling. It said, "I am here. I am working. I am free to define myself." But what most viewers didn't see was how carefully those choices were shaped to reflect a new kind of womanhood emerging in real time. Still, fame has a strange way of simplifying people. Over time, cultural memory often reduces icons into fragments, an outfit, a pose, a moment frozen in nostalgia. And in Mary's case, the conversation sometimes drifts towards surface-level descriptions, as if her entire legacy could be contained in fashion keywords alone. But behind that surface was a woman navigating heartbreak, health struggles, and the pressure of becoming a symbol she never fully asked to be. As her career evolved, so did her personal battles. She faced loss, including the deep grief of losing her son, a pain that no amount of success could shield her from. Yet even in those moments, she continued to speak about resilience, about choosing to keep going when life doesn't offer easy answers. That duality, public joy and private struggle, is what makes her story feel so human. In the end, Mary Tyler Moore's legacy isn't about clothing, labels, or the way history tries to package her into neat categories. It's about the quiet revolution she helped normalize, the idea that a woman's life doesn't have to revolve around permission, validation, or traditional expectations. She showed a generation that independence could be joyful, complicated, and deeply real all at once. And maybe that's the part worth remembering most. Not the surface people scroll past, but the deeper truth underneath it. Because when you strip away the noise, what remains is not just an icon of television history, but a reminder that change often begins with something as simple and as powerful as a woman deciding to live life on her own terms.